A single board member of the National Youth Council of Namibia appeared before the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Public Accounts this morning. The public hearing was necessitated by concerns raised by the Auditor General in the Council's financial report for the year ended 2018. During cross-examination, Chairperson of the committee, Mike Kabekotora, noted that the Council failed to provide all supporting documents for audit purposes, which suggests negligence. Issues raised at the hearing include trade receivables owed to the Council by the previous executive chairperson, Mandela Kapere, amounting to $34,000, but for which no arrangements are in place for its reimbursement. Others include employees not paying back money loaned, failure by Council to provide a forensic audit report, and the fact that consolidated financial statements were not submitted for auditing. Kabekotora grilled the Youth Council for failing to adhere to the Labour Act in its handling of employee costs and in its recruiting process, and for not updating its human resources policies.
And I hope that your HR policy is also in line with the Labour Act. I also hope that you really deal with that issue of secondment to make sure that at the end of the day, the benefit of NYC does not only accrue to those people who have been there and who've got a relationship with NYC, but it accrues to all youth in Namibia, regardless of whether they have been in a relationship with you, regardless of their political affiliation, of course. And we would like to see some of the members of the other political parties also coming into high position with NYC.
Board member Lord Damanomhata acknowledged the Council's shortfalls before requesting more time from the committee for the National Youth Council to get itself out of its current dire position.
In terms of the National Youth Council, in terms of its structure and setup, when it comes to the issue of financial statements, and I think the Auditor General's office will admit that it was in a mess. It wasn't in the best of state of mind that we had at that time. We didn't have a financial manager like we did now. We have someone that is qualified, that is coming from the audit industry, who makes sure that always on time our audits are on time. So he's the one that is helping us clean up the books. And what I can also say is that even though it was not our responsibility as a board that started in 2016, we started with audits that went as far as 2013, 2014, so that we can be able to try and account for every single dollar that was spent then. So it is something that those that were previously involved overlooked and didn't attend to it. But now, as a result of that recommendation, we are engaging Bridget to be able so that the reporting time framework can be the same. So I am in agreement with you, and that's why we have decided that it's merely for us to ask, as the mother body of the holding company, to say, please change your financial reporting period of time so that it can be able to conform to us. And the challenge that we also had was that they had invested the investments that they have done, which is also reflected in our annual statement, that those investments had not paid, have not yet generated income. So it was also very difficult to have resources to be able for them to carry out the activities. And all this was also explained to the auditors when they came to the office.
The committee further wanted Damanomhata to explain whether the Council was in a position to control its properties and assets as recommended by the AG. Damanomhata's reply was that while the taking of assets and equipment appear comprehensive, the Council requires more funding to rescue it from its current sorry state. Franklin Muningirwa, NBC News, Windhoek.